Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's JustShan here to do a quick basic makeup look for beginners. I'm a beginner, I'm no novice, I'm no makeup artist, I'm not that experienced, but I want to reach out to my ladies who are starting out, who want to start playing their makeup and have fun and give themselves a nice basic look. Today we're going to be using Boss Doll's palette, which is my sister's palette. You can follow her at Boss Dolls LLC. The page will be in the link in the bio, so go look at her. She sells other things. She sells facial scrubs, candles made from all natural products. She sells all natural honey. She's a beekeeper. She's everything, so you gotta just check her out. So today, again, this look is gonna be really, really quick because I have somewhere to go. So what you wanna do first is you wanna start with a clean, bare face. My face is clean and it's bare. And we're gonna start with our eyebrows. Now for me, I have nice full eyebrows, so I don't really do much to them, but outline them. And what I do is take a concealer that's a little lighter than my complexion to outline my eyebrows. So we're gonna start there. And this concealer is from the Crayon Case. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but that Super Sense line, check her out as well. So we're gonna start with eyelining these eyebrows. So what I do is I take the concealer, this is setting powder, I put a little bit on the top. It makes it easier to be able to work with it. So you put a little bit on there and you get you a nice makeup brush. It has a spoolie at the end and it has an angled brush at the other end. So you take the spoolie in and you just wanna fix up your eyebrows a little bit. Now don't mind me, I won't be looking in the camera the whole time. I'll be looking in the mirror to get this together right. So then you take your angled end, you put it in your concealer, and you're just gonna outline your eyebrows. And ladies, I don't do any priming of my face until after I do my eyebrows. That's just how I do it. You can do it however you want to do it, but that's just how I do it. So as you can see, I'm highlighting under my eyes. I'm just drawing under my eyebrows to bring them out. And brush, brush, brush as I go. And you do the bottom and you're gonna also do the top. And I don't own the rights to the music playing in the background. Don't mind the cat in the background. I don't know what's going on with him this morning. He's very talkative today. And we're gonna do the other side. You just wanna make sure you're drawing, like you're coloring. You're drawing in the lines. You don't want to get any concealer in your eyebrows. And if you don't have nice full eyebrows, you can just find you a nice video to show you how to draw in your eyebrows. I just usually don't because I got nice full eyebrows. Then you take your concealer and you're going to go in the front, trace down the front of the eyebrows as well. And we'll clean this up, ladies. Okay. So then I do use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Defining Pencil. This also has a spoolie end, and then it has a angled pencil end. And I draw just a tad bit on the edge of my brow. just to make them a little longer. That's it. And then you take your spoolie in and you brush them. So I usually just let this concealer sit for a second and then we go to the problematic area. Like I said, my problematic area is under my eyes. I have dark circles. So I take a concealer that's close to my complexion and I put it under my eyes. And this is HD Concealer by True Complexion. I picked this up out of Walmart. I think it was like $2. And then you're gonna do under your eyes. So you wanna do any area that you consider a problem area. Do the other side. And I have little dark spots here, so I'll put a little here, here, and a little on this side. So then you take a Beauty Blender makeup sponge. You can pick these up, Walmart, Rite Aid, CVS, wherever. You get you one, excuse me, and we're going to pat in this concealer under the eye. Now, one thing that I do splurge on is concealers. You need a really, really good concealer, and I have some that's by CoverGirl that's only $8. I have one that's from La Megage from New York. This one was like $40. And then I have one that's like right in the middle that I got from Sephora, NARS. This one's a little too dark, so I usually mix the two, and it gives me a good complexion. Now the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made is perfect, and it's only $8. But maybe we'll use this one today. Maybe we will. Let's keep this look nice and cheap and practical. Let's do that. So we're gonna pat, 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 pat. And then next we're gonna clean up these eyebrows, and I'm gonna use another Beauty Blender. It's a smaller one. And we're just gonna clean up the concealer and bring these eyebrows out. You want to get as close to your brow line as you can, because you want to blend this concealer in really good. And then what you want to do is take your spoolie-ended brush and make sure your eyebrows are perfect. Make sure you blend it in really, really, really good. We're still gonna cover our full face with foundation as well. So after these steps, I usually take a hydrating mist, spray my face. It's Wild Rose, skip the spa, $3. You see that? $3. And I don't remember where I got this from, but any type of hydrating mist will work. So you're just gonna spray your face. And then we're gonna take NYX's Honeydew Me Up. This is really, really good primer, skin primer. And then we're gonna prime the areas that we did not cover with concealer. we're just gonna make sure we get our nose really good, get our neck really good. Then we're gonna go in with our foundation. Also, ladies, in order to get a nice blended, smooth look with your foundation, you have to get you a really good foundation brush. So I splurged on this brush from Sephora. I believe it cost me $30, but it's a good foundation brush. Perfect for any type of foundation. It gives you a nice full coverage. It gives you a smooth coverage. It blends really good, and that's what we want. So since I talked about the True Blend for $8 that I got from Rite Aid, maybe, or Amazon, we're gonna use this one today. And what we're gonna do, because it's almost empty, because I really use it, we're just gonna put some on our face. And mine is D70 Cappuccino. And you can go on their website for help with finding your true match. And then you have to know whether or not you want to do a liquid foundation or if you want to do a pressed powdered foundation. You just have to pick what works for you. Right now, I'm into the liquids. They work well. And then we're just gonna blend this in. Ladies, make sure you get your neck, because sometimes you may see people who walk around and their neck is a totally different color than their face, and that's because they're not doing their neck. Or it could be that they're not using the correct foundation for their skin type. You know, you see it. We all see it. Some people look like they're casket ready. Some people look like they're Casper the Ghost. You see it all. So you want to just make sure you get a foundation that works for you. I recommend you going into a store like Sephora or Ulta and having them try some on MAC if you want to spend that type of money, and MAC for their foundation. I've never used their foundation, so I wouldn't really know. I like NARS from Sephora. So you can go in Sephora, and the ladies in Sephora will help you pick your match, and you can get started. So once you have your face covered fully, make sure you blend. Once your face is fully covered, then we're gonna go in with our concealer. And this concealer we're using is from La Makeup. This is a company that I found. I really like their concealer. I really like their foundation. Even though I didn't use it today, this concealer is bomb. It's really good. So this concealer we're gonna do to highlight our face almost. So you're gonna pick one that you like. One's a little lighter than your complexion. Some people use one that's really lighter. It depends on what you like. You have to just play with it and see what works for you. That's the honest truth. I have so many concealers in so many different colors, lighter, darker, and you just gotta see what works for you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a triangle under your eye with your concealer. So you're gonna conceal under your eyes. Also, ladies, usually before this step, I would do my eyes, the shadows and all, but because this is a quick look today, I'm probably only gonna use like one shadow to just do a neutral eye, nothing really major. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not really big on shadows. I'll wear them, but I don't wear them much. So you do between your forehead with your concealer, under each eye. You're gonna do your T-zone on your chin and your Cupid's bow. So you do those areas, and then we're gonna take our palette. I usually do this step before I do my foundation, but going a little out of order today because, like I said, I'm only gonna use probably 1 or 2 shades from this palette. Nothing serious at all. Let's get it out of the sleeve here. And get it out of the sleeve, please. Why is it stuck? In the sleeve. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So this palette, ladies, again, is from my sister's line, luxury brand everyone can afford, Boss Dolls LLC. Look at the packaging. Look at that halo glow. That iridescent. It's so beautiful. And then check out these shades. Oh, look at this. Now, I've swatched these shades and they're really good. I'm not gonna swatch them this morning because, again, I have to go soon. So I'll do a video swatching all the shades so you can see how good they are without pigment. I'll just swatch. Let me swatch a couple for you. This blue. Look at that. Look at that blue. And let me do the purple. Let's do the purple. Look at that. Look at that. Those are awesome. So I'll do a full video and I'll swatch all the colors in another video. Let me clean this off. And when it comes to makeup brushes, I'm no expert, so I just use what I like. I have makeup brushes from Morphe Me. You can check out their page at morpheme.com. And we're just gonna use a shadow brush from Morphe Me. And we're just gonna pick up one of these really neutral colors. So I'm gonna go in with, like I said, I don't want to use too many shadows, so I'm going to go in with this color here. We're just going to cover our lower lid fully. You know what? Yeah, we'll just cover the lower lid. Usually, I will prime my whole eye to have these colors really pop, but we're not going to do that this morning. I'll do a full look, like if you're going out to party or to dinner or somewhere where you need the full beat face. We'll do that in the next video. This morning we're just going to put on a little shadow, and this is like a brown, a dark brown. Nothing that's going to really stand out too much because I'm just looking for a basic everyday look. And then we're going to go in with this nice natural color here. And we're just going to do our upper brow. I usually would cut my crease and go in with these shadows, but we're not going to do that today, ladies. This is simple. This is the first everyday look video. So we're going to keep it very, very simple. And you can use any palette that you have. I recommend you go pick up this palette because it's awesome. And I'm not just saying that. It really is a good palette. So also what you want to do, which is important, even in an everyday look, is you want to take a nice light color. Get your angle brush or a thin brush. Let's see. You can use this one here. Let me get my brush cleaner. brush cleaner. It's also from the crayon case. This comes in handy when you're switching and using the same brush. There's a sponge in it and you just can clean off the other shadows. And then we're gonna take the shadow palette and I'm gonna go in with this really light color here. We're gonna go right under our eyebrow. This is just to make them stand out more. Very light, close to the line. Just to bring out those eyebrows. Okay, that's all we're doing for shadows. Very simple, very light. Barely notice it for your everyday look. This is something that maybe I would do going to work. Maybe actually when I'm going to work, all I do is eyebrows, a little mascara, and eyeliner. That's it. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend in our concealer with your beauty blender, sponge. Also, what you need to splurge on is you need to find you a really, really, really good setting spray. Setting sprays bring the whole look together, smooth it out. It takes away any problems with creasing that you may have from throughout the day. Your foundation sometimes may crack, or where you conceal under your eyes, it may crack and crease. And using a good setting powder and setting spray will avoid that. So next what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with our setting powder. Let me clean off my top. We used our concealer on. And we're gonna go in with Black Opal's Deep number 5. And you can get this, excuse me, from Walmart as well. It's a Black Opal Deep number 5 Deluxe Finishing Powder. This is my best friend. This is the only finishing powder I use. I have finishing powders from the crayon case. I have several, but this is my go-to. This is the only one that I like how it blends in with my skin complexion. So you're gonna go in your spots that you concealed. And I use a nice flat brush. I don't know where I got this brush from, but I use a nice flat brush, and you want to make sure you get under the creases of your eye really, really good. You want to also do every area that you conceal. Bring it all the way out on your cheekbone. Today we're not going to do any highlighting, contouring, any of that. It's a nice basic look. So then you want to, I usually wet my makeup sponges, but I find that a good setting spray, which found this Morphe Me Continuous Setting Mist is my favorite. I also use Smashbox setting spray, and I have ColourPop's setting spray, but these have been sitting here on the side because I'm totally in love with Morphe Me's Continuous Setting Mist. So you're gonna spray your whole face. Get it nice and sprayed. And it's a nice, soft, cool mist. It's so good. And then what you want to do is kind of let that sit. Then you go back in with your beauty blender. And then you just want to make sure you blend in that setting spray really, really good. And again, from the palette, I use very neutral colors on my eyelids. You can barely tell that I got on shadow, but it's there. We'll go crazy on another video with some really bright colors. It's just blending everything really good. Blend. And the last step before I go, we're going to do a liquid liner, and Boss Dolls LLC also has a liquid liner. I did a video yesterday on it when I went to work. It's to die for. Check out this liner. Look at the packaging. It is so cute. It's blinged out, and it's just your basic liquid liner, blinged out. So what I do is I use a liquid liner for the top from my lower lid. I just use a cream pencil that I got from my local beauty store. Let me see where I put it. And we haven't been wearing lipstick because I would do a lip, but due to coronavirus, we gotta wear masks. So what's the point of putting on lipstick when it's just gonna come off in your mask? So here is my liquid pencil. I need a new one. Look, I don't have much left, but it's in black. And this is what I do my lower lid with. Make sure you take your beauty blender, not your finger, because your finger will, it's raining, oh, it's raining. Your finger will smudge it and you'll have a fingerprint. So you just use your beauty blender, you bring down your eyelid, and you wanna look down, and you draw through your line, right on the lower lid. You repeat on the other side. And then we're gonna take our liquid liner and we're gonna do the top. Now, how can I explain it? It took me a very long time to perfect a winglet tip on the eye. And I'm not doing a very dramatic one this morning. We're gonna do a really short little one because again, this is just a basic look, everyday look. So you're gonna take the liquid liner, you're gonna take a beauty blender, and you're gonna stretch out your eye and close it, and you take the blender and you're just gonna kind of go on a, what's that, 45-degree angle, 45-degree angle, and we're gonna draw. And then you're gonna go all the way across. You gotta have a steady hand for this, and it takes practice. And you will mess up, you can just wipe and repeat. And then you take your beauty blender and you kind of bring that line down in the corner, just like that. And see, look at that, ladies. I messed up a little bit. So what we do when you mess up, easy fix. You take your concealer, no, not your concealer. We're gonna take our setting powder and we're just gonna go over it and clean it up. Clean up our imperfections. And look, we're almost done and we're at 28 minutes. So this is a very quick look. I'm proud of myself. It usually takes me forever. Here's my brush. I don't see it, ladies. Right in my face. If it was a snake, it would bite me. So what you do to clean up any liquid liner smudges, because you don't want to wipe it because you'll just ruin the whole look. You take a little setting powder and then you just go in where you messed up. Just like that. And you clean up that. See that? Clean it up. And then you take your beauty blender and you just press that in. And you never know, you may step your look. Look at that. Easy fix. I'm gonna leave it open because I'm probably gonna mess up the other side too. So now we're gonna do the other side. So you take your liner, you take your beauty blender, you close your eye, you stretch it out on a 45-degree angle, and Ladies, I always can do the left side really good for whatever reason, and the right side usually is always tragic. But let's see if I can do this for you this morning. So you stretch it, 45-degree angle. You go all the way over. You can go all the way over, or you can stop in the middle and then come back this way to connect it. And you want to get as close to your lid as you can. You don't want any spots in it. And then, not bad this morning, I did pretty good. And then we're going to take that line and we're going to trace it back to close in our wing. And that's it. And just for purposes to make sure they kind of look the same, we're going to take some setting powder on this side and brush, tap, 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 and we're going to clean that up so they can kind of match on both sides. We're not even going to do any lashes this morning, just a little mascara. That's it. And I also have, I don't know where it is, but I have glitter setting sprays, which are awesome for looks to give you that nice sparkly glow. We'll find those in a second, and I'll show you the colors that I have out. I have stuff everywhere. You have to forgive me. BIGPOPPA, no info for the DEA. Man, because of free rent. In the basement. So I have some sparkly from OMG Glue. OM Glow, these are amazing. This is Queen, it's a gold hue. We have coffee. Gotta shake them up really, 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 really good. This is coffee. We have Mother. And Glowed Up. We may use Glowed Up this morning. Glowed Up. It's more of an iridescent sparkle. Incredible. I don't know where Incredible's top is. The dog probably ate the top. He's eaten so many of my tops. Incredible is also on your gold side. And I have one more. I don't know what I did with it. We'll find it. Just had it. I wore it yesterday. Anyway, we have another one. Can't recall the name right now, but when I find it, I'll let you know what it is. It's more of like a pink sparkle. It's really nice. It's really simple for everyday look. So today we're gonna do okay, so today we'll just use Glowed Up. So with this, you have to make sure you shake it really, really well, because if not, it gives you splotches of glitter and it just looks a mess and it ruins your whole look. So first, what I usually do is just spray a little in the air, and then you want to have it at least a few feet away from your face, and then you want to spray, and you want to constantly move the bottom. And then you see what it does, ladies? It gives you, I'm gonna stand up so you can see. It gives you a nice little sparkle look. Look at that, you see that? Oh, it's so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, ladies, besides a little lip gloss, this is it for the first video. This is it. This is me and how I do my makeup. Just Shan for beginners, because I am a beginner myself. And we're gonna get through this. Check me out. I'm gonna post this video on YouTube. Make sure you go visit my sister's page, Boss Dolls LLC. There'll be a link in the description. She also has another page for her all natural products, her candles, her body butters, her sugar scrubs at the Muslim Beekeeper page. You got to check her out on Instagram on that page. She also has a website for each. I'll put the link in the bio. I won't leave you ladies out. Make sure you check her out. She usually has natural honey as well, but that season is over. The bees are sleeping for the fall and the winter, so you'll have to check her out next year. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me on my first video with a quick basic look with Just Shan, getting ready in the morning. And it was only 35 minutes, ladies. That's not a lot of time out of your day. Again, I will do a full look that usually takes a little longer on another video.